Okay, let's talk about boxing with bullets, right? Which is impossible to do in my opinion. But I had a situation where that almost happened in relation to myself, so to speak, right? I remember I was in the neighborhood. This was back in the day too. This was over a decade ago. I might have been I might have been about 20, 21. They say 21, something like that. But a situation happened in my neighborhood where there had some dudes in the neighborhood who wasn't from around our neighborhood, and they end up getting into it with somebody, you know, in the area, right? So they end up, you know, they started fighting. And a situation happened where, you know, a dude really got beat up bad. And, you know, everything died down, and it was hours later, and me and two of my friends, we were still walking around the neighborhood, right? And I remember we turned the corner. You know, we might have walked up a little bit, and somebody hurry up and turned the corner, swerved in front of us, and 3 people hopped out of the car. Now, one of my friends took off running. Like, by the time I realized that he was at least a block away, right? Another friend, you know, he kind of was like standing behind me, and what I instantly did was like threw up my hands like, what's happening? What's up with y'all? Like, you know, what y'all trying to do? I think that was stupid, right? I get it that, you know, you don't have to, hear what I'm saying. First of all, look, I wasn't mad at my friend who took off running and was almost a block away before I realized it. I actually think he did the right thing, right? I'm not telling you that you should be going around being scared of people and everybody or whatever, right? But it ain't about being scared of somebody. Sometimes you gotta just use your common sense. Now, I ain't gonna lie, in this instinct, I wasn't even thinking. It was just more instinctive. Like, hold on, what y'all was happening? But when you size up the situation, it was time to get up out of there. It wasn't time to roll up your pants and throw your hands up. We need to get from around here. They had a fence directly behind us too. Not a wire fence, a wooden fence. So, you know, they can't even see who they shooting at if they wanted to let off or whatever, right? I mean, you can shoot through the fence, but, you know, you can't really see. But bottom line, hit the fence, check out like my friend did. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. First of all, none of us have, you know, we not living like that. So we ain't walking around with guns and, you know, ready for somebody to hop out and shoot, have a shootout with them, right? Now, if something just happened in this neighborhood, even if something didn't happen in the neighborhood, but in this instance, something just happened in the neighborhood, right? And you walking in your same neighborhood, and all of a sudden, a car swerve in front of you, spin the corner fast, swerve in front of you, then 3 people hop out? Man, you need to just assume they got their guns with them. Just assume that. So don't even wait for them to get out. Turn the corner straight, boom, check out. That's why my friend, I think he must have broke out before they hopped out of the car. Cause like I said, he was over a block away before I realized it. So I think once they swerved, he got up out of there, as he should. Man, that's like a street. You don't know what? Would you think they coming around here to turn the corner fast, swerve in front of you, hop out to catch you around? Like to fight? You look, even if they, oh man, just assume they got a gun. You gotta leave. You don't need to stand here and try, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's not like I made a decision to stay though. You know, it was just instant, hold on, like, you know. But yeah, there was nothing, I wasn't ever mad at my friend for running. Even right after it happened, and I wasn't ever mad. To this day, I wasn't mad. I actually feel like that was the right decision. He was smart. He was thinking. People swerving in front of you, man, you better assume they got their gun and get away from them. Hit that fence behind us or something. Yeah, so like I said, what was I going to do? Box with bullets? Yeah, man, look. Some people, I really hope not, but I hope not, but some people may actually think that's being a coward. No, sometimes you have to understand the situation and do and know what's best for you, the people around you, and the people who care about you. You think my family would have been happy that, I ain't gonna lie though, he was about him though? Yeah, but he not here. You know, he shot up or whatever. You think they want that? You think they would care that I ran and said, man, look, cool, man, dude swear, man, them always probably got them guns with him. I need to get around there. You don't think my family would say, oh man, you're a coward, you stupid? Knowing that, you know, hey, we ain't rolling like that, you know. People swear, yeah, man, you need to get. I think they would say you need to get from around there, bro. You know, people be, you know, telling what people got going on, man. Get from around there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, man. Sometimes, bro, don't be so brave that you make a stupid decision. And make sure street knowledge, street culture, street residue ain't governing your stupid decision. Because the streets is stupid, wicked, evil, and don't love nobody. And it's been proven time and time again. We need to get unstreet indoctrinated. Yeah, yes. Is a real problem. Particularly in certain areas. And we need to stop making street culture and things related to street culture cool and acceptable. That's why I make a whole lot of videos about gangster rap. Go watch gangster rap. Gangster rap has gangster rap stole your soul. It's on this channel. See the invisible stuff. That's the name of my YouTube channel. It's small, so you might have to let YouTube know in the filter that you're looking for the channel instead of just typing in see the invisible stuff. I got videos about other stuff on there. Talk about a lot of different things. See the invisible stuff.